All right, let's dive into this. Kitchen cabinets, huh? It's a jungle out there.
It really is. And the brochures, don't even get me started. They can be overwhelming.
We're tackling two big names today. KraftMaid and Diamond cabinets. We've got a stack of their brochures here. You've probably seen them at Lowe's.
Definitely familiar names, and they tend to attract different kinds of renovators, you know?
How so?
Well, you'll see. KraftMaid seems to be all about the customization, the personalized touch. Whereas Diamond cabinets, they focus more on providing solutions, having options for every style and budget.
Interesting. So where do we even begin? I'm looking at this KraftMaid spec book, 2020 KraftMaid Lowe's, specbook.pdf. And wow, it is dense.
It's a lot to process. Why don't we start with, how about finishes? That often grabs people. Look at this distressed Baltic weathered tavern. They're going for a very specific aesthetic.
Those are creative. I'll give them that.
So tell me, do those names speak to you? What kind of look are you picturing for your dream kitchen?
You know, I'm actually more of a function over form kind of person. So while those names are interesting, I'm already drawn to the construction details, like what's the deal with furniture-grade plywood? Is that even a real thing, or is it just marketing?
No, it is a real thing. Furniture grade generally means they're using a higher quality plywood, thicker, smoother, more durable.
So it's not just about looks. It's about making sure those cabinets can actually stand up to, well, life.
Exactly. And KraftMaid, they definitely sweat the details. Look, they even provide load capacities for their shelves.
Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that. I guess that's why this spec book is so dense.
Yeah.
The detail is accounted for.
They want to make sure you're getting exactly what you need. But now, let's see how Diamond Cabinets compares. You have 3 different brochures here. Diamond Express 2023.pdf, Diamond Advanced 1923.pdf, and Diamond Standard 81522.pdf.
3 brochures. Okay, so they're big on options. I like that.
Right. It seems like they have different product lines to cater to, well, everyone.
Smart strategy. Especially since they're sold through Lowe's, they're trying to reach a broad audience. What's the difference between these lines?
Well, Diamond Express sounds like it's geared towards speed and efficiency. See, they even have a SKU list.
A SKU list for cabinets.
Yep. It's all about making the ordering process super streamlined. Probably great for DIYers who just want to get in and out.
I bet. Time is money, as they say. But then you have Diamond Advanced, which I'm guessing is for the more discerning kitchen enthusiast.
Right. For those who want something a little more, shall we say, design forward, look at this finish, worn black with appealing imperfections. Very trendy.
They're on top of it. But it's interesting, they're appealing to both ends of the spectrum, the practical and the stylish.
It seems like they've put a lot of thought into how people use their kitchens these days.
Well, everyone wants a beautiful kitchen, but it also has to function for real life. And let's be real, some of those standard cabinet designs, they just don't cut it anymore.
Right. Like, where's the organization? Where's the innovation?
Exactly. And this is where it seems like Diamond really shines. They've got rollout trays, cutlery dividers, even this super cabinet thing.
The super cabinet, have you gotten to that yet?
I'm getting there. But it sounds intriguing. Built-in organization. Sign me up.
Right. It's like they anticipated every storage need you could possibly have.
So it's less about just selling you cabinets and more about providing a solution.
Exactly. They're thinking about the big picture, the whole kitchen ecosystem.
It's like they're reading our minds.
Right.
Knowing what we need before we even do.
And don't forget, they've got those different product lines too. Express, Advanced, Standard, something for every budget, which is smart.
Especially if you're trying to, like you said, reach a broader market. Not everyone needs or can afford top of the line for every single thing.
Exactly. You might splurge on those fancy countertops, but choose the standard line for cabinets. It's all about balance.
Prioritizing, making trade-offs. I get it. But you mentioned that SKU list for Diamond Express.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, is that more jargon?
No, not at all. It's actually quite clever. Each cabinet variation has a specific SKU number. Makes ordering a breeze, especially for DIY projects.
So instead of trying to make sure you've got the right cabinet style, the right finish, all the little details.
You just punch in that SKU number and boom, you're done. No more second guessing.
Streamlined. I like it. Okay, so we've got KraftMaid. They're all about the customization, that really high-end look.
Right.
And then there's Diamond. They're all about convenience, making life easier, and they've got those different price points. Where do we even go from here? How do you choose?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it all boils down to what matters most to you. What are your priorities for your kitchen renovation?
Yeah, are you someone who values that handcrafted, one-of-a-kind look, even if it means a more complicated process?
Or do you just want something beautiful and functional that's easy to install, easy to live with?
And maybe has some built-in organization to help you keep it that way.
Exactly. Speaking of installation, have you thought about that part yet?
Oh, don't get me started on installation. That could be a whole other beast. I mean, some people, they love that part, but me, I'd rather leave it to the pros. Do these brochures, do they tell us anything about how difficult installation might be?
They do offer a few clues. Remember all those detailed diagrams from KraftMaid?
Yeah.
Might suggest a more complex assembly process.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
More parts, more pieces, probably more ways for things to go wrong.
Exactly. Whereas Diamond, with its emphasis on simplicity and pre-designed solutions, might indicate a more straightforward installation.
So it's like choosing your own adventure, you know? Do you go for the really custom high-end look, even if it means more work, more time?
Or do you prioritize making your life easier, having that convenience, and maybe even saving a little money in the process? Which speaks to me, I gotta say.
It's a tough choice. But I guess that's what makes these renovations so exciting, right?
It is. It's about figuring out what matters most to you in your kitchen, what's going to make you happy, not just on day one, but for years to come.
So true. And on that note, I've got to ask, are you team DIY or are you hiring a professional installer when the time comes?
For me, I'm all about calling in the experts.
Same here. Some things are better left to the pros, and honestly, kitchen cabinets with all those little pieces and parts. Yeah, that feels like a pro job. Though I'm sure there are some hardcore DIYers out there who would disagree.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, it's funny, these brochures, they don't always tell you how difficult installation might be.
They really don't. That feels like some key information they're leaving out.
You really have to dig deeper, check their websites, see if they have videos, instructions, that sort of thing.
Yeah, because knowing how much support you'll have during installation, that can be a deciding factor for some people, me included.
Definitely. It's almost like there's a whole other deep dive you could do just on installation.
Oh, for sure. Maybe we'll add that to the list.
Yeah.
But for today, I think we've covered a lot of ground. We've deciphered the spec sheets, explored the options, and hopefully helped you figure out what's most important for your dream kitchen.
And whether you're leaning towards KraftMaid or Diamond cabinets, or maybe you're still weighing your options, just remember, it's your kitchen. Make it your own.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on this deep dive. Until next time, happy renovating.